Hi, my name's Bobby McGee from Bobby McGee Endurance Sports. I'm sitting here in lovely Mount Beauty, Australia, and I'm privileged to be sitting with the 2012 Under-23 men's world champion in the triathlon, and we're going to see if we can pick up some ideas and get a sense of what it takes to perform at that incredibly high level in the sport of triathlon. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Bobby.
Tell me about how long your focus was in a build-up to a race like that.
It was most of the year. I mean, I raced a fair few times throughout the year, but always in the back of my mind was racing the Under-23 World Champ. So everything that I did throughout this year always had the thought of actually the World Champs in Auckland in the back of my mind.
All right. How much difference do you think in a race like that does a team effort, a tactical effort where your teammates, where the other Australian athletes are part of the plan make, you think?
Yeah, in Auckland it did help quite a bit having Josh Amberger there. I mean, it was a tough ride and he made it a lot more tougher. And I mean, there was times when no one wanted to really go to the front because a lot of the guys wanted to save their legs for the run. So a lot of times when people didn't want to go to the front, Josh would find himself at the front and making sure that the pace didn't go too slow, and it really made that ride a lot harder. And then it made sure that we kept away from some fast runners that were coming from behind in the second pack.
Okay. You've been known in the sport to those of us that follow it as a phenomenal swimmer. Say a little something about your transition towards developing that ability on the bike to be able to run as well as you do now run.
Yeah, swimming is my background, but I was also quite good at running younger as well when I just was quite fit through swimming. The ride did take quite a bit of time before I did feel like I was strong enough to keep up with the packs on the bike. I found when I was younger I'd always be losing a lot of time, and it took a while to transfer to be able to keep up in the ride. And then I sort of lost a little bit, I think, in the time when I was trying to pick up the ride with my run. I think it lost when I was through 16 to 18. I probably lost a little bit of time in the run where it used to be a strength, and
okay.
That took a while as well to come back. But I feel like it's now starting to come back as well, and it's sort of coming up to be a little bit of a strength now, okay, along with the swim.
In that bike preparation phase, or in that bike transition phase where you were getting your bike up to the demands of competition, what did you and your coach Jamie Turner focus on most, or how do you feel was the difference between the interplay between the actual fitness training on the bike versus the skills component on the bike? Because in ITU racing there's such a high skills component.
Yeah, I guess it was just more so really focusing on the bike leg without worrying too much of losing too much on the run. Like, I always knew that I was a fairly decent runner when I was younger, and you just got to have the belief that will come back to you later when you do start to work on it again, and just not to worry so much that if you're spending a little bit more time working on the ride leg, that immediately your run might drop off a little bit, but it never goes away from you, and you always, if you put a bit more time into it, as I've done over the last couple of years, that you start to feel like you were when you're a bit younger as well in the run. So okay, it just sort of comes back a little bit easier, even though it might leave you for a bit.
All right. Now that you are able to run so close to what you guys have believed you were able to do after a really, really tough bike ride like in Auckland, now as you start moving up towards the elite level, what do you think it will take in the run for you to get up to that next level where you're running significantly under 31 minutes and starting to approach 30 minutes?
I think it's just consistent training. I've seen over the last couple of years that when you put together some good running blocks, stay injury free, that my run has improved a lot. So I think as I continue to do that over the next couple of years, hopefully then that'll transfer into some quicker times within the senior elite ranks. At the moment I've sort of gone from the last 2 years from maybe running like a mid 33, 10k off the bike would have been a great run for me a couple of years ago, to now sometimes getting into that 31 low 10k off the bike. So within the couple of years, keep progressing, keep working, getting fitter on the run, getting stronger.
Okay.
And, yeah, hopefully in the years to come.
So you said, you know, one is you showed your motivation level, and by saying, you know, you seeing your progression really clearly, and I think that is the key.